My name is Autumn Earl. I am one of your co-chair leads of the new Content Supply Chain Workfront user group. We have a lot of people coming in. I think there was over almost 300 people signed up for this call. So as you join, please join in the chat, add your name, where you're from, what you'd like to get out of this, and we'll get started. Okay.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cassandra Lang. I'm the co-chair with Autumn. Super excited to be here today. This is my first meeting, my first user group. So I'm really, really thrilled to welcome everyone to this first supply chain chapter and global. Here's our agenda for today. We'll start with some introductions, tell you a little bit about ourselves. We're going to go through some housekeeping slides. Then we're going to have a community discussion where we'll allow you guys to come off mute, go on camera, and introduce yourself and tell us what you're looking forward to speaking and learning from this user group. And then we'll share the Stay Connected so that you can join this chapter so that you can be notified every time we have a new meeting.
Fantastic. Yep. So.
All right. So just so that everybody's aware, we are recording this call. So as you can see, there's a little red recording notification at the top of your screen, just to ensure that we're abiding by the Adobe User Group Code of Conduct. We have to notify everyone that you're being recorded. If you do not wish to participate in a live recorded session, you can get the link to watch this recording at a later time.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining this call, this event. But if you would like and you would like to learn more about this and get notifications, please scan the QR code here. That way you actually join our Workfront user group. So you'll actually joining an event and joining a user group are two different things. So click that, join that chapter. That way you'll be able to stay up to date and get all the information on our upcoming events. And with that, I'll lead into myself. Hi, again, my name is Autumn Earl. I'm a lead business consultant for Proficient. I live right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina in Lake Wylie. I've been a consultant for a little over 5 years now, but I'm working in AEM for about 12 years and Workfront for about 10 years. I love the outdoors. As you can see, fishing, hiking, a lot of fun. I eat everything. There's nothing that I cannot eat. Cassandra, while we're here, could you add the chat to add the link to the Workfront user group in the chat? Thank you. I love football. I'm obsessed with my English bulldog named Bubba, and I'm a huge music fan. The picture saying there is seeing Stevie Nicks for the first time. I love 70s classic rock. Definitely one of my favorite passions in music. And then what I'm passionate about for work is automation, efficiency, and governance. You'll see a lot when we do my demos and explanations. You'll see a lot within Fusion and using that automation tool. I think it is one of the most robust and easy ways to configure content supply chain. And lastly, my superpower is the ability to make any project magically hit its deadline, even if it's late. Don't know how I do it, but somehow it always gets done. And that's just a little bit about me.
And I'm sorry, there's a little delay here. I'm Cassandra Lang. I go by Cass. It's shorter, easier to type. I'm the manager of marketing technology at Adobe. I joined about 4 years ago, and that's when my journey with Adobe Workfront started. And I've become an Adobe Workfront super fan. And I think that everybody in the organization knows that if something Adobe is going on, they contact Cass. I'm the Workfront and AEM system administrator, lead for enterprise workflow design, intake, and automation across the marketing department. But as I said, in the organization, someone mentions Adobe, they go straight to Cass. I'm also a newly minted Adobe Workfront champion for 2025, so super excited about that. I'm passionate about using AI and thoughtful process to support teams and maximize efficiency. Tomorrow, I will finish my AI certification from Northeastern University. So super excited to finish that and be done with school for a while. And then I can focus on, finally, being full-time mom of 2 girls. I love Formula One, tennis, and traveling. Fun fact, I have gone to Italy twice this year, and I'll be going again before the end of the year. So love traveling. And my superpower is cooking a full meal while also running 4 Workfront projects, and hopefully they won't be late, but usually they are.
Love it. Great.
Okay, so here are some house rules that we need to abide by. Please no self-promotion or pitching any kind during any of our Adobe user group events. Don't contact people outside of the user group without their consent. And if user group members share their use case at the meeting, please don't share that information without their consent. So simple rules, but we must abide so that we can continue to have a very fun time and learning experience here.
Yep, and we'll just add any material that you do see on the calls, we will have it written out if this is available to be shared or not. If it says that it's not, if we do not say it's shareable, then that's just go ahead and think that that is not. All right.
Great.
All right, so this is really getting into the discussion of it. So first, let's talk about a few things that I'm going to start off with, and then we're going to open up the discussion. So first and foremost, we want to know what you guys want to come out of these calls. This is obviously just a first quick kickoff call to meet everyone, see where people are about, and talk about some of the discussions. So in my case, I would love to start some discussions specifically talking about AEM Workfront integrations with or without using Fusion, using the native integrations, but then maybe going beyond that, talking about, Creative Cloud, and any of the other software that Adobe has, or maybe in a software that's outside of Adobe, pending Julie approval, that we use to integrate within our content supply chain. Some other topics that people can think about is content supply chain best practices. If there's something that you really think has worked well for your company and you want to showcase it, reach out to us. Let us know what those things could be, and we're here to listen to you. This is open to all skill levels. Some of these events that we host will be for new beginners. We'll definitely start out with newer beginners to start out with, but I definitely would love to get some more deeper dives, discussions on these calls for people that are, well into their content supply chain flow and they want to take it to the next level. I want to mention that, as you can see from the chat, we have people from all over the globe joining us. So thank you all for joining, whether that is 10 a.m. your time or 10 p.m. We really appreciate it. But this is a global chapter with virtual events. If we do see the need to create an in-person event, so that would be for myself, something in the Charlotte area or somewhere in North Carolina. If people want to come, and for Cass, that would be in the Miami area. And last but not least, we're hoping that our next Workfront user group will be Thursday, February 19th. That's the tentative date. We will confirm that here in a few weeks, but we're definitely looking for this conversation to figure out what our calendar looks like. We're hoping for quarterly events, and we're going to take all this information that we hear from you guys today and collaborate it and get together on what we think this topic should be.
And if you want to be notified of those new events, make sure to join the chapter.
Thank you, Cass. Appreciate it. All right. And really, it's we're only a few minutes in, but I'd really just like to hear from you guys. So we would love it if you guys can come off camera, introduce yourself, say where you're from, what company you work for, and what your title is, what Adobe products you use, if it's more than Workfront, or if you'd like to use more than Workfront, and then what are the topics that you're really trying to get out of this user group. We can either do this in like a round robin style that people can just put their name in the chat and we do that, or just someone can come off of camera and take it away.
Hi, good morning.
Hello.
My name is Lorena, and I work in Baptist Health, South Florida as well. I have the privilege of actually working alongside Cassandra Lang. So it's honestly an honor to see her taking over this group along with you, Autumn. And I am really looking forward to learning from both of you. Obviously, I have the privilege of working alongside Cassandra, but would love to learn from you, Autumn, as well, how you are implementing Workfront and AEM, as those are the two systems that Cass and I manage as well. So yeah, happy to be here.
Thanks, Lorena. I appreciate that.
Hi, Lore.
Good morning. My name is Ilona. I'm calling in from Washington State. I work for Merkle and recently, and then about 10 and a half years at T-Mobile. where I managed the whole kind of marketing tools and operations department, and Workfront was the center tool. We're implementing content supply chain and doing other fun things. And so I'm joining here on behalf of Merkle to really understand how is content supply chain understood and how it's implemented across different kind of companies, sizes, industries, to help us make sure that we have the right offering, the right support for our customers and our partners. And as far as my role is concerned, I am the Workfront Business Growth Senior Director at Merkle.
Well,
Nice
great.
to meet you all. I'm very excited for this forum.
Nice to meet you too. And I just came from Merkle. I was with Merkle for 4.5 years. So happy to see more of my Workfront people. Hopefully, you know, Anderson and a few others that I
Oh, Autumn.
Yeah.
You know Sky Hansen,
I
who
know
works for me at
everyone.
T-Mobile,
Yes,
and she's
yes,
coming
yes.
in to fill in your spot.
I'm
How fun.
so
Okay,
happy to
great.
hear it. Sky is
Good old friends.
Yeah, it's a small
Yeah.
Great. Thanks
Happy
so
to
much.
have you.
All right. Who'd you next?
Hey, myself Priya Nair. I'm dialing in from Toronto, Canada. So, working as a technical lead in the marketing technology space, working with Loblaw Companies Limited. What products we use? We are like a heavy user of AEM assets, and then we have Workfront, and then we have Creative Cloud Suite as well. So it's all like kind of standalone and used in that way. Now this year we are gearing up in using the content supply chain and making sure like that pipeline is leveraged and used in the right way. So I'm trying to attend this user group, try to get more information in those contexts, and trying to see how other companies are leveraging that, best practices, any sort of information.
Thanks, Priya. Nice to see you. Hope everything's going well.
Yeah, all good. Thank you, Autumn.
Yeah.
So my name is Eric Alloway. I work for an insurance company called Emeritus, which is based in the central United States. We've been with Workfront since it was called At Task, so a long time now. And we were one of the first financial institutions to jump onto it. So we've seen it evolve quite a bit. Its use within our organization has evolved quite a bit within the marketing department here, but it has some broader use in other elements of the enterprise. It's used in IT, it's used as an intake system in our legal department, for example. So we use it quite a bit. And this coming year, we're going to be introducing the Adobe Experience Manager. So we're preparing to take our next step into the broader content supply chain world, having been power users of the Workfront product itself, and are just excited to sort of see how other groups are managing to connect those two things, and hope to learn from some of the experiences of the other folks in the community.
Great.
Exciting time, Eric. We onboarded AEM last year. It was a fun ride.
Hopefully when you were onboarding, it was the cloud and not on-prem.
Yeah, it was.
Everyone that's on-prem knows the struggle of migrating to the cloud.
Yeah, but we were also migrating to putting everything into one admin console. So that was the tricky part.
Yeah.
But we were able to get it all together.
I'll go next. This is Kevin Lorenz. I'm the Senior Manager of Marketing Technology for Glidewell Dental. I've been here about 6 months, and just last week we effectively connected Workfront with AEM assets with Content Hub. So we actually have the bones of the content supply chain going. I think one of the things I'm struggling with, and I'd love to hear from others right now, is exactly how we measure the success of this. So what are the metrics or the KPIs that you're putting in place? Because our management's starting to ask those questions.
Yeah.
Great suggestion. Not as well, we get a lot of people that want to figure out how to do this, and there's tons of content out there on Experience League on how to connect all the dots, but that's a really great one, I think, of measuring success for leadership to know why it's important to pay for these tools.
I'll go next. I'm Dario. I'm just outside of Philly. I work for Enterprise, the rental car place. Before this, I worked for Children's Hospital for about 18, 19 years. Implemented Workfront at the Children's Hospital. We don't currently have it yet at Enterprise. I think what I want to learn is how do I get my bosses to understand that this should be a priority? It's before I started, they put the dam in place, but they never kind of wrangled the Wild West. And I think that was the wrong approach. I think you wrangle the Wild West first, and then you put the dam in place. So I'm trying to kind of get them to align on that, and would love to have some pointers on how to get people to do that.
So are you thinking more of
If it's any,
sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if it's any consolation, there's never a perfect time. Sometimes it's like a Band-Aid, just go for it.
True.
Oh no, I'm not timid at like telling people what they need and what's terrible. The problem is getting them to actually prioritize it. Is the challenge.
So is it a governance? Is it an adoption? Is it both?
It's leadership buy-in, basically.
Leadership buy-in. Okay. So
They know they need to fix stuff. They just don't seem to be in a hurry to do it. And it's a consensus culture. So it's not like majority rules. It's like 26 leaders all have to agree that this is the path forward.
Yeah.
So they've spent, at this point, 7 years thinking about it. And I don't really know what more I mean, I showed them this and I showed them that, and I'm like, costs of this, and here's all the stuff we're missing, and here's all these holes that need to be filled, and this can do all of this stuff. And they just, we don't have a lot of competition, so we just keep making money. So I don't think they really see that it's a problem.
Not a problem, but as you can see from the chat, you're not the only one. There's definitely people that feel your pain on there.
So it looks like change management is another one of our topics here.
Yeah. Great.
Hey, I can go. I'm Angie Medlin. I work in Charlotte, North Carolina. So hello, Autumn, right down the street.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be best buds real soon, I'm sure. So I'm at TIAA, and we are 3 years into our Workfront experience. I'm the Senior Director of Process Integration and Marketing Integration, and we have a ton of the Adobe products. We're very fortunate in that regard to have a lot of the products already in use. However, they're not connected. And so now that we've gotten to a point where we're somewhat matured with our Workfront experience, we want to be able to pull this together in the supply chain. So that's what we're looking to figure out. I'm part of an amazing MarTech team that is super excited about putting this work together. And so that's really what we want to learn, is the best way to start plugging these things in and making sure that it's working correctly for us. So anxious to see what the group pulls together.
Fantastic. Thanks, Angie. Nice to meet you. And yeah, let's get coffee soon.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
I can go. Jason Adams from PwC, a director. I lead our content supply chain practice and mainly use Workfront and AEM. Probably a little heavier on AEM at this point, but seeing, I think why we're all here, seeing a lot of demand on the Workfront side, and really want to just drive more innovation and see how collectively, I think the wider the user base gets for Workfront and the more innovative we can end up being, the better for all of us on the phone and all of our clients and companies. So excited for that.
Great. Nice to meet you, Jason.
I'll go next. Sorry. I'll go real quick, Dinesh. Sorry. My name is Hamoud Abu Eid. I am with Cognizant. My title is Lead Solutions Consultant in Adobe Content Supply Chain and Gen AI Strategy. I'm a recent hire with Cognizant. Prior to, I was with Accenture implementing their Workfront instance for their in-house agency and marketing org. Very interested in, obviously, content supply chain from an inside-out perspective, basically producing the work outward facing, but then also how AI is being integrated with the sensing. So instead of content supply chain, more on a content demand chain, and how Gen Studio with AEM and Workfront will intertwine with one another so that we have a more robust user experience and more customized experience for our clients' customers. So that's something that's very interesting to me.
Great. Yep. I working from the client side, I have many use cases I think that you'd find interesting to go through. So good to hear. Thank you, Ham. And yeah, I think you're the first person to talk about AI in this. So I was hoping people would bring that up and want to, for people that can integrate and
Awesome. Thank you.
Meet you. Yeah. Dinesh, I know you were about to go.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much. Hi everyone. My name is Dinesh and I'm from India, New Delhi. I'm working as a creative lead for Solstice Advanced Material. Recently, actually, I've accepted the project management role, and where means I'm managing the Workfront and all the requests through the Workfront. So from this forum, actually, I'm just trying to take advantage and learn more about the Workfront, how it's work and its do and don'ts means. Yeah.
Great. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
I can go next. My name is Kristen Bornia. I am a senior manager at Red Hat. I'm part of the implementation team that brought Workfront to Red Hat. I'm primarily in Workfront. I'm a longtime Adobe Creative Cloud user, but I was trying to think, I don't know if there's any Adobe products Red Hat doesn't use. But the one thing I really would love to get out of this group, I'm a UX operations manager, and I would like to learn from others about integrations and content supply chain outside of other Adobe products. Specifically, our team uses Figma, or UX design team. And when we launched Workfront, we had the InDesign native integration, which was pretty cool. Needed some other features, but that's like the biggest, I think, pain point for our team right now is like helping keep our designers within their tools or even other creative tools, not having to switch between Workfront and creative tools.
Absolutely. We know it's there for the Creative Cloud, so that's a no-brainer getting that done. But you are not the first, and you will not be the last to need the integrations with Figma across Workfront and AEM. I've seen it and done both. Not an easy feat, I'll tell you. It's definitely not easy, and it's very limited in what you can do. But things are definitely possible out there. So happy to meet you, and great conversations. Thank you.
I can go next. This is George Pearson. I've been in healthcare for 52 years, not in the hospital, but working in healthcare. I work for Encompass Health. We have 175 physical rehabilitation hospitals in 38 states and Puerto Rico. And I'm Associate Director for Supply Chain Contracting. I use the Adobe Acrobat, and what I would like to get is better ability to use Adobe Acrobat in reviewing contracts and spreadsheets and all the different things that go back and forth between vendors and me. So that is my main desire in getting information from this group.
Great. Nice to meet you, George.
Can you guys hear me now?
I think we can hear you. Is it Jean?
Yeah. It's the struggle between the headset and the computer connected.
I think that's having that same issue right before we started this.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jean Wessard. I'm currently in Las Vegas from Long Island, New York. I work for Fuji Films Healthcare Americas. I am their Senior Information System Advisor. I'm part of the implementation team. To be completely honest with you, I believe this is one of the only products we use. I've only been here for 4 weeks, so I've been more focusing on the healthcare system versus third-party vendor systems. But I'm excited to see what this product can do and how we use it in our corporation. And yeah.
Fantastic. Well, you are along for the ride, and we hope to make it worthwhile.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Autumn, I can go. This is Jeff.
Hi. Yeah.
I
Go
think
ahead.
anybody hear me? I am Jeff Gillis out of Boston, Mass. I work on the Integrated Marketing Technology Platforms team, new title for the team, and I work for Natixis Investment Manager, so asset management. We have Workfront. We've had Workfront here for about 9 years. I actually, like somebody else earlier, probably 20 years ago, worked with that task as well. So very familiar with Workfront, and it has grown quite a bit. And I think it's even accelerated since Adobe purchased Workfront as well. We did bring in planning in January. We have Fusion. We've had AEM for about 2 years or so. We're also expanding our ecosystem to include Target, CDP, and Marketo. So we're really going big on the ecosystem. What we're trying to do here is integrate the systems, remove all those manual tasks as well. We've integrated a few, but really from beginning creation, wherever that data or content is coming from for end to end, whether it's publishing to the web or publishing to other platforms or whatever else. That's what I'm interested in, using the power of the Adobe tools as best as we can.
Fantastic.
Amazing. I think that's where everybody wants to go, Jeffrey. Just connect, make sure that everything's connected, everything's speaking to each other, and that people can stay in the platforms that they're familiar with.
Yeah. And I think that somebody else brought up earlier, I do think KPIs are extremely important for senior management, because it's also what are we getting out of it based on all the money we've spent on it. That's key as well, the KPIs.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Great. Well, nice to meet you, Jeff, and thank you.
I can go next. I'm Brett Lowry with Crate and Barrel. I'm a lead developer on the content lifecycle team. And we're right now in a pilot program with Workfront and Fusion, looking to automate the entire art CGI process. So
great. Hopefully we'll be able to learn some things from you and from like.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
I'll go next. This is Sam Chapman. I'm with Cognizant. I've been working with Adobe for about, 12, 13 years, implementing as a consultant. So I architect the tool, and what I am seeing recently is there's a change, and there's so many impacts to what we're doing so quickly that I want to stay on top of that. And so that's really the reason I'm here.
Great. Nice to meet you, Sam.
I can go. This is Carrie Kloster. I'm not able to get my camera working for some reason, but I am Carrie Kloster, and I work for the Toro Company. I manage our media department here. We use Adobe Workfront and Creative Cloud, and my department's been using Workfront for about 11 years, and I've been with the company 5 years. I feel like we just kind of scratched the surface. I have a lot more I could learn about Workfront, and I'm definitely curious about AEM.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Nice to meet you, and happy to have you here.
I could go next. Hi, everyone. My name is Solomon. I'm with Deloitte. I sit within the Adobe practice. I've been with Deloitte for a few years, and prior to that, I was in industry working at Morgan Stanley. I've been a very strong Adobe evangelist, and I'm now most recently with Workfront. I love what Workfront can do, as well as Fusion. We're working with clients that implement even planning now, and I'm really excited on what planning can do. I really want to, as a content supply chain delivery lead at Deloitte, I want to understand how folks within industry across different organizations are also what they're doing, the different kind of use cases, kind of learn from their, here to share experiences where, we're just scratching the surface with what planning can do. We're finding where it's like their planning's great tool. We're finding that there are certain opportunities. We want to hear how people are kind of addressing those opportunities. We're leveraging Fusion and custom forms to kind of do some of this stuff. So yeah, just want to use this as a knowledge sharing opportunity. But it's fun to be around people, like-minded people. I feel like we all kind of speak the same language. So I'm very excited to be here.
I'm in the middle of planning integration right now, so very exciting times ahead.
Yeah, that makes me want to ask, does anyone else have an interested in planning? I know some people don't have planning, and it's an added cost. So I try to be cognizant of what people can see based off what their company pays for. So if you can put in the chat or the Q&A or wherever that, yes, you want to use planning, you can see lots of planning. I personally love planning. I've been able to implement it for a few different clients, and I think the capabilities are limitless, truly, honestly, but I want to be aware. So if we see people wanting to use it, absolutely, we'll put that as a different topic discussion. Yes, love it. Great.
Yes. Good.
Perfect. Well, yeah, who else? Keep them coming.
Hey, I'll go next. This is Lakshmi Natarajan. I'm not able to enable my camera for some reason. I'm part of Capgemini, primarily on Adobe practice, been with AEM for last 15 plus years before it was CQ. So, we are doing a lot of implementation on Workfront, on content supply chain. So I want to be part of this group, learn from the practitioners and subject matter expert, and then contribute what I can. Thanks for organizing this.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Lakshmi.
Very excited.
Excited to meet you.
I can go. Hi, my name is Marissa Sutter. I'm the Creative Operations Manager at Princess Cruise Lines. And then I'll just reiterate what my coworker Danny already dropped in the chat. So we're actually currently working with Merkle to revamp our content supply chain. So we want to implement Workfront and AEM, and then also really interested in using any automations or seeing what AI can do to help improve our processes. So thank you guys.
Fantastic. Here, Merkle's
Nice to
great
meet
company.
you.
I came from them. You won't find better people. So happy
They're
to
great so far.
Good. If you ever have issues, you tell me.
Perfect.
I'll find them. I'll track them down. Well, I'm so happy to hear it, and welcome aboard. All right. Anyone else want to go? I know we've got about 10 minutes left, so I'd love to hear everything that we're meeting from people.
I can go next. Hello, everyone. My name is Avinash Gupta. I'm based out of Jersey, currently working with Prudential as a Director of Technology. I've been recognized as an AEM Champion of the Year. It's been a long journey working with AEM, and recently moved to the other products as well, like using Workfront and Marketo. And I have exposure with working with AEP, so I've worked across majorly all the products of that Adobe offers. And right now we did migration of Workfront to the admin console, and we have been integrated Workfront with AEM assets with the Creative Cloud. And this year, we have seen kind of an operational efficiency from around 20 to 30%. We have seen that it has our content supply chain with all these kind of integrations. It has improved because earlier all these products were working in silos. But yeah, definitely collaborating with all. And in Prudential, we were using Workfront, like I think from last 14-15 years, we were using Workfront, and it was so complicated. There was so much of custom code that's been developed with using Workfront. So it was great to learn that. And then right now we are partnering with the other AI agencies. Like recently we partnered with the Norm, because in Prudential for Workfront, the entire marketing assets were going through with the Workfront. We are managing the entire compliance process through it. So now we are partnered with the third-party vendor Norm, and we are running the compliance process with them so that they can review and provide the guidance. So it was good to use the Fusion and do those integrations. And right now we are also working on doing the Jira and the Workfront integration. So that is also something that currently we are working and we are excited about. So it was good to learn with this group. Yeah.
Great. Nice to meet you, Avinash, and congratulations on being an AEM champion.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello. I can go ahead next.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Tim Vasilovic. I work at the Lumistella company here in Atlanta, Georgia. Some people may know our company from the Elf on a Shelf. That's what we do. I've been with the company 3 years. Prior to my joining, the company had brought on Workfront like in 2018. I used Workfront at my previous job at Warner Media. They initially brought in Workfront just to manage one main new product development workflow. We are now trying to sort of re-implement Workfront across the entire company for everyone to be their work management platform. We do have Fusion, and this new initiative is going to involve a lot of Fusion work. And we are currently trying to get budgetary approval to add planning on top of that so that executive leadership can do their thing and marketing can do their thing, and everyone in the company can use Workfront in the way they need to. So there's a lot of new things that I'm going to have to try and work into our current Workfront workflows. So I'm just kind of curious to see what everyone else is doing in other areas that we're not currently using Workfront that we will be.
Well, wonderful, Tim. Fantastic to meet you. And the first piece of advice I will say, just because it comes to my mind, if you're planning to use planning and you're using Fusion and you're using data stores, use the planning tools that are there instead of using a data store because it's manageable across people instead of having to go in and have a developer or someone update it within Fusion. So just small piece of advice, if you're starting to use data stores, think about using planning for that purpose and you can absolutely integrate it.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. All right. Anyone else want to go? I know we've got a few in the chat. We've got about 5 minutes left. Well, I'm not one to keep a lot of quiet noise. I don't want to keep everyone because I know it is past 12 o'clock and some people on the East Coast are ready for lunch. But I just want to say thank you all for joining this chat, joining our event. Please, again, join our user group. QR code can be found here. Links in the chat pinned to the top. We're going to take all this information you guys learned. We're going to have a next event roughly around February 19th. So look to see that to come. I'm thinking best practices on content supply chain as a whole as our first conversation. But we're going to go through this and make sure it's there. If there's anyone that wants to present, has an idea, wants to showcase something, wants to get their name, their company, and their processes and procedures out there, please reach out to Cassandra or myself. We'd happy to hear from you, learn more from you. And this is a group discussion, so we will love that. Yes, Ethan, we're hoping to maybe do a coffee for a breakfast one or coffee time or something one morning for breakfast or thereabouts, knowing everything is super busy around Summit. Yeah. Adding one more thing is going to be difficult, but I would love to get people together that are there, especially that are focused on this. So again, join the chapter in the QR link, and we'll hope to hear from everyone soon.
Thank you. And it was so nice to meet everyone. And like someone said earlier today, like-minded people. I think we're all in the same boat. We're very excited and look forward to learning alongside you guys.
Thanks, Cass. Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks, everyone. Have happy holidays. See ya.
Bye.